Alright, welcome back, Knights of Apollo. How's it going, guys? Yes, once again, we have another glorious siege battle. Now, this is the continuation of the Rome 2 Siege tournament, hosted by Chronic Masturbator, also known as Unclutch. That's his in-game name. So if you missed any of the battles before, and guys, let me just say, we had some juicy battles. So look in the video description. I have all previous battles up to this one, just in case you missed one, because you don't want the tournament spoiled for you guys. Now, we must take the time here. Now, let me just say really quick, this is the matchup between total winners who are attacking and the Peaky Toes of Zeus who are defending. Alright, so in the last siege, we saw a very dominant performance by the total winners. Very, very excellent defense and a little scattered attack from the Peaky Toes of Zeus. So, let me just make this clear. If total winners win this siege, they will be moving on into the championship, the finale. Which I need to talk to you guys about before we dive into this battle. Also, we're playing a barbarian settlement, which these are my favorite because the defense, I don't know, they just seem more balanced to me. You don't have like crazy arrow towers, and it's more open. You got cool like plateaus of you know, terrain. It's just, I don't know, it's just more clustered. It's pretty cool. So let's talk about, and I'm sure a lot of people are wondering what's going on between the matchup of Corby Fistbaiter and the Hungry Wolves, because I know that series didn't end conclusively. There was a lot of controversy. There was a lot of basically the way we were doing it was having you guys vote on who you thought won that battle, right? There was some really funky things going on with that vote. Because I only say that because the comments were like 90% in favor of the Hungry Wolves, but the voting was like 80% in favor of Corby Fistbaiter. So that was interesting. I don't know if someone like did a bot thing and like did a bunch of bot votes or something. Doesn't matter though, because all right, this is big here. The team leader of Corby Fistbaiter has decided that the Hungry Wolves were in fact victorious in that third siege battle. Alright, so I just want to clear some things up here because there does seem to be a little bit of drama between that matchup, and some people were saying some harsh things. Corby Fistbaiter, all those guys are awesome guys, alright? These are all people I've played with in the past. They're all nice fellows. I've seen some harsh things towards them, and I did make a mistake. I did say something that is incorrect, which I want to clear up. I know this is kind of taking a while, but this is really important for the tournament. So I mentioned that if a team doesn't show up to a battle, that they get disqualified. That actually isn't true. Okay, that was my mistake. I thought that was true because I thought that's what happened to the other teams that didn't play, that we didn't get to see in action because they didn't show up. The reason they got disqualified, again, that first round, there was like 2 teams that got disqualified, is because not only did they not show up to the battle, but they weren't replying to Chronic. So he was trying to get in touch with them, but they were not replying to him. So he had to kick him out. So that was the reason why they get disqualified, not just because they didn't show up to the battle. So I was claiming that Corby Fistbaiter should have been just disqualified for not showing up. That was incorrect. They could have rescheduled. Again, that was my mistake. So now that we got that out of the way, so yes, the voting doesn't matter. I do appreciate everyone who voted. Thank you so much for taking the time to vote. But that's going out the window since Corby Fistbaiter conceded defeat. And I have the exact quote from him because I don't want to misquote anyone or anything like that. But he sent me a message. He said, yeah, after watching the video, it showed how much we just stagnated. The Hungry Wolves deserve the win. There's a little bit more to that, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. He saw the video and he's like, yeah, you know, we took way too long attacking, and that's our fault. And the rules are, you know, if you can't take the city in an hour, then it's over. That's why attacking is really difficult, because you know, you got to fight through the defenses and time is against you. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, we now know the Hungry Wolves will be in the championship, and they will be taking on the winner between this matchup. Who's going to be total winners or Pinky Toes of Zeus? We're going to go ahead and press play here. Make sure my sound is working. So yeah, here we are, guys. This is really exciting stuff. Again, like I said, I do like the barbarian settlements. They are very fun. I just like the layout of, instead of walls, it's more of a terrain defense, where the terrain gets harder and harder to attack. And I don't know, like I said, these just seem more balanced. The walls aren't too crazy or anything. So we already got some artillery firing. Let's go ahead and look at the factions here. We didn't do that. I know that intro took a long time, and I do apologize. But I felt like it was obviously really important. So for the total winners, again, attacking, we have Kush on the very far flank. In the center, we have Arverni, who are trying to take back their barbarian settlement. And then finally, we have the Seleucids, who are a little bit far away from their allies, but not that far. They're going to be attacking this main front. Now over here, we have Macedon. We have Carthage, defending the inner streets. And by the way, this is the Pinky Toes of Zeus. And then we have Macesali, which is the Desert Roman faction. So, we'll see how this plays out. I do like the barbarian settlements as well, because they tend to be a bit quicker. And the reason they tend to be quicker is because there's no, like, yes, these are walls, but there's no, like, walkways. Like, if I was hosting a siege tournament in Rome 2, I would make them all barbarian settlements. Just because I think these walls are more fair, and you gotta, like, defend them properly, and there's no, like, you don't... What I hate about the stone walls is that you could just choke point the entrances up and down the walls, you know, the stairways up and down the wall. You can just choke point them, and it's not as exciting. This is a bit more intense because you got to form a defensive line, and there's streets, and it gets crazy. So, Arverni bring in some naked warriors, setting up some ladders here to try to take these walls. They are going to be very open to archer fire. I'm quite surprised that he sent up the naked warriors because, well, they're naked and they're very weak, vulnerable to skirmish fire. So there they go, and they're taking their time. Sometimes Rome 2 does this where the siege equipment kind of pushes forward and then stops and then pushes forward. I don't know, but yeah, they're taking a beating right now. Kush might be the first one to get to this front, and we do have the Carthaginians ready to hold here. Got a lot of defenses like barricades and rocks here to slow them down. Late Carthaginian hoplites, another unit of the same unit. So they got the arrow tower, very wise from Carthage to hold here. You know, I hate to be biased, but I'm gonna be rooting for the Pinky Toes of Zeus here because you know, they really struggled in the last game, and I wanna root for the underdog here. I wanna root for the underdog. So we'll see what happens. Again, I love total winners. I think they're great. I'm only kidding, honestly, but it would be cool to see the Pinky Toes of Zeus to put up a good fight, or even take this battle and push it into a 3 siege series. But again, you know, total winners are so close to victory that I don't think they want to push it to a 3-game series. They want to end it right here. And look at Carthage he's backing up a little bit. All right, so Kush is just claiming this wall. Again, the defenders are waiting back, waiting for them to charge. All these siege towers just opening up the drawbridges. This is so sick. Come on, men, charge. Charge. Yeah, so Kush was very, very interesting faction. Well, the very fan-favorite faction. Here we go. We've got troops fighting in the brutal fight here for this opening. And this is going to be really tough for Kush to break through these spears, but, you know, these Showtail warriors are pretty good. I'm pretty sure they have high armor piercing. So let's see what they got. Oh, come on. Armor piercing, let's see. AP. Armor, weapon attack. Am I blind here? I don't know. They have high weapon damage. It's so okay. Well, I'm an idiot. But yeah, they can definitely hold their own in a good fight here. But we do have some deadly units from Carthage as well. And this is why I love Barbarian Siege battles, because they still give you that epicness. And oh, nice flanking maneuver by the Showtail warriors. And here we go. Slave infantry trying to claim this arrow tower. Carthage might as well push up here, but look at this line. Look at this force. Oh, beautiful. It's a mix of hoplites and pikes. This is going to be a deadly force, just as long as their flank doesn't get exposed. Let's go ahead and look at what else is going on here. We are finally seeing some naked warriors get on the walls here and start attacking Macedon. Macedon has really piled up some troops here, ready to hold this flank. All right. Beautiful. Let's go back over to this side where the Seleucids are doing the same thing. So this is a much lighter defense here. Macesali is really giving up a lot of ground, but that's okay as long as they don't open up the flanks so their allies don't get hit while defending against the other other players. Then that's fine. It looks like, as long as Carthage is trying to fight for the walls, he's gonna be looking good. But here's the problem, guys. Troops can walk along this wall and get behind. That's something you got to look out for, and I think Kush is trying to do that. Kush is really pushing these mercenary Gallic warriors back to the wall here. But I don't know, guys. Kush looks like he's kind of winning over here, but over on this side, very wisely, Kush is not pursuing. I mean, nobody wants to attack. We got barbarians in here. We got a pike unit. We got 2 hoplite units. It's crazy. But look at this. Look at this. He's flanking around. I don't think this is going to lead to much because it's slave infantry and they're already kind of breaking, already pretty depleted. But they are going around. Are going to get a little bit of a charge here, so it's going to pay off a little bit. But again, I don't expect them to last here, even though they are attacking the rear of a pike unit. Come on, turn around and deal with them. They should break here quickly. Kush is such a strong faction. Kush is most likely the strongest faction in this tournament. They just got some really great infantry. And, if Rome was in this tournament, but of course Rome was banned out of the tournament, I think Rome would have been the best. But Kush is a good second. And, if I was playing in this tournament and I saw one of the players going Kush, I would try to double team that player. I would try to really focus arrows. A lot of arrows on Kush. Oh, wow. What is going on here? How did that happen? We've got a flank. Okay, so there's a lot going on right now. Let's do some slow motion here and kind of examine this. It seems that either he got off these siege towers and just kind of used the wall here to get around. But why is... Okay, he's using some skirmishing ability here. But why isn't he just charging in? Just counterflank their flank. Now back this way, the Seleucids have fully committed. They're charging in against the Desert Legionaries. Alright, excellent. And then back over here, we got more Desert Legionaries kind of holding the Great Tree of Wisdom, or whatever you want to call it. And then back here, we've got more cohort holding against a skirmishing fort. Well, hillmen. It seems that the Seleucids are kind of using the hillmen as a bit of a meat shield, which is fantastic because it is working. And then he's going to send up the more elite thorax swordsman. So we're getting a little bit of lag there, but that's okay. So yeah, I mean, finally he charged in some troops, but it's kind of too late. We've got some spears breaking. So Arverni doing a great job of outflanking the Macedonians. Let's see how Carthage is holding here against Kush. Honestly, this is a great position to hold Kush at. And, you know, I think Carthage, what they should have done, again, let's do some slow motion here. What Carthage should have done, if I remember correctly, you can run through this. So I think he should have really used the buildings here to help his defense. Like, have a unit holding here, like he is, and just hold here, and then hold here. And so far, this is working out nicely. Now, he doesn't want to commit too much to the center like he is, because Kush could easily send up reinforcements and then get behind the Carthaginians, who kind of expanded here, over pushed, and kind of, you know, their flank is exposed unless they send up reinforcements to help. We do have a lot of Macedonians in reserve over here. Again, maybe he kind of left some Macedonians to help his ally against Kush. And then, of course, we have the Arverni kind of sending over some naked warriors to help out as well. So Kush, if they break through here, they're going to have a lot of success. It's going to be tough, though, because there's a lot of units waiting for them. You know, he's going to have to fight through all of these Macedonians. And I'm kind of surprised that Kush decided to attack this area. I would really... Honestly, I thought... it's just too tight, you know? It's very easy to defend. So I would have assumed Kush would have, you know, kind of attacked over here. You know, it's more open. There's less buildings in the way. You're closer to your ally. Which, by the way, oh no. Great move by Arverni. They are pushing towards Macesali's, excuse me, Macesali's defenses, and they're going to hit them on the rear, at the rear here, and that's going to completely obliterate their troops, their morale. And really, it's just going to kill them all. Beautiful charge there. Good work there. I mean, that's something Macesali needs to look out for. I mean, that's a pretty big mistake there. You cannot let any flanks exposed like that, because the attackers will take care of it. And they will take advantage of it, because that's how you win these siege battles. You got to look for weaknesses in the defense, and then you hit it hard. You hit it hard, and you just start breaking through the defense. So yeah, nice little struggle here. But it looks like the Seleucids are... Well, you know, Macesali is doing a pretty good job of containing the Seleucids in this area. It's really the biggest concern is over here. And I'm quite surprised. Why are they not sending in reinforcements? I guess they've kind of just given up on this area, which is really a shame. Like, if you can save a unit, do it. Especially if you're a defender. You know, I don't know. I just think that I always hate having defensive units like this desert cohort unit in crappy situations. I really hate to put any unit in crappy situations and they get surrounded and killed. I want to make sure every infantry unit that's defending fights to their fullest potential. And this is not their fullest potential because they're surrounded. Nice little charge there by the naked fanatics. Guess they're trying to get them to break. But yeah, they've decided to kind of fall back and hold the inner works of the defense. Back over here, it looks like Macedon has kind of calmed things down. And Arverni is being a great support player. Definitely being a great support player. Let's go back over here. Okay, beautiful. It looks like Kush is now trying to push over on this flank. Again, I think this was a bad area for Kush to push at, but they're not doing terrible. They're definitely putting a dent in the Carthaginian defense. Here comes reinforcements. Are these pikes? No, these are Samnite warriors. Okay. For a second, I thought he was charging in pikes without pikes. That would have been bad news bears. Lots of arrow fire. Look at that. Right over the walls, hitting the troops. You know, that's one thing I love probably most about Total War is the arrows. Like, look at that. I know it's weird for me to like something like that, but it's just so cool to see their flight path and just how they hit units. And oh, look at that. That's just like, that's one thing they did so well in this game is the arrows. And you'll see them like hit armor and ricochet off. Here we go. Pikes are pursuing Kush. Pikes are certainly pursuing Kush. Kush, You know, honestly, Kush has committed a lot of... well, no, I was going to say unless they have troops hidden in there, but this is the perspective of the attackers. But, I mean, they've got archers still, but... See, what do they got? Armored Chotel. So they've got their, like, 4 elite guard back here. That's all they have for reserves, but they still have a decent amount of infantry. I don't know. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for Kush. And I think Kush is going to go ahead and move over the archers to try to hit some of these troops. He's got the Nubian bowman moving over, and we have a general over here. I think he's going to try to compete here. Yeah, we've got a lot of defending archers opening fire at the general. Good move by the defenders, try to take him out. Let's go back over this way and see how the Seleucids are pushing. And wow, okay, Seleucids are pushing. They are now facing Macedonians. So this defense over here kind of has me a little concerned. It's a little bit on the sloppy side. A little bit on the sloppy side. And look at this, they have taken the gates. Just cleaning up the last remaining desert legionary. And that's going to be it for them. There they go. They break. They're going to stop fighting there. So, I don't see any defensive... Oh, here we go. Okay, so they are shifting some units to hold this road, which could be an easy flanking point. There is a lot of fighting going on. A big cluster of troops. Mostly of Seleucids, so good move on the Royal Peltis. But there is a gap in the defense, and we got a tiny unit of naked warriors who are feeling awfully big right now, even though they are about to get smashed by the Desert Cohort. Alright, Desert Cohort pushing up and going to reinforce, make sure that flank is, held back, defended. But wow, over here, the Arverni have pushed back the Macedonians, and this outer wall is about to be taken. This is a bit of a concern because they can't give up completely over here because there's 2 roads that lead to the Carthaginians, and Carthage is holding. Carthage is doing their job, and they're getting a lot of kills here against a very powerful faction. So if their flank is open, that could be disaster. And I certainly believe that Carthage should continue to hold this point because it is such a great defensive position. Yeah, okay, good. So Carthage has some reserve here. Mercenary Samnite warriors. We also have these spears. I mean, I would move the spears right here. Give no chance, no chance. I don't know, it's tough. They've got these siege towers too they're gonna have to watch out for. Oh, this is not good. Carthage, Macedon needs to send up troops right now, or Carthage or somebody. They need to not give up this point. They've got this unit in reserve, the shield bearers, a solid unit that could easily defend this point, but they've got to hurry up. If this troop gets past here, the floodgates are gonna open. Same thing over here. We are getting breaking going on. Carthage needs more men up here, and they do not want to give up this position. They do not want to give it up. They must keep holding here. It's such a good position, and you've almost killed them all. They could have held. They truly could have held. Look at this. They're trying to hold on to as many choke points as possible. They don't want to give up any more ground. Yeah, just hold this point right here. I wouldn't even... Well, no, you got to hold here because you got a road leading to this way. You really got to, defending is all about making sure your flanks are secure. Again, especially in these barbarian settlements. You've got to make sure the flanks are secure. Oh my god, the horde of barbarians ready to smash the Carthaginians and the Macedonians. But it seems that Kush has taken this outer wall and no reinforcements are to be seen. They have decided... Oh no, oh no. What are you doing with these archers? Okay, I assume they're out of ammo, but still... I don't recommend this. Okay, so... Archers with no ammo, at times, it's good to use them as a sacrificial unit to, like, if you're just gonna slow down the enemies so you can get ready, like, defenses. But it doesn't look like he needs more time. It looks like he's got this well defended. So the fact that he just threw these archers to fight, you know, archers can be really good on the flank, or if they can get around enemy forces. I think in defensive situations like this, a gun, excuse me, again, not a gun, again, if you have to sacrifice them to buy more time, like if you're like desperately retreating troops out of there, okay, that's great, that's fine. But in these defensive situations, I think that every single man, they matter, right? They matter. And if you had that archer unit holding over here, even if it's just archers, it's more bodies to hold up this choke point. And you really got to conserve everybody. Like, you got to make sure you save as many lives as possible. Kush is not slowing down. They're going to go ahead and start pushing up to the next layer of defense. We have Macedon, who's got some archers in reserve, opening fire on the barbarians, and that should really chew them up. Look at that. That's going to be huge. That's definitely going to slow down the Arverni approach. Okay, this is a little troublesome. He's trying to flank this Oathsworn, but this big gap is open. Arverni, what are you waiting for? Just look at the general. Oh, boy. The general's flank. Yep. There it is. Yeah, that's not good. I don't know why he decided to flank. Yes, the flank is good, but it leaves you open to a counter flank. And, yeah, that unit's going to evaporate very quickly. And that's a general. That's a general unit. That's going to be gone. Oh, tragic. Macedon is having a tough time holding this defense. Macesali's doing all right over here, but again, it won't matter if his allies fall. And what is this? Get these desert legionaries out of here. Get them to here. There they go. Okay, thank God. It's like, oh boy. I was going to be concerned that this was going to be a desync of a battle. Yeah, fall back, hold. Here's the thing. Oh, okay. So we do have some, thankfully we have some reinforcements plugging up those gaps here, but no, Macesali, no. You got to go back, buddy. You got to reinforce this gap here. Macesali's going to call it, though. He's getting out. Yep, there goes that gap push. Completely fair, too. I mean, there's like a couple troops trying to defend here. Oh, these men fighting their hearts out. Fighting their hearts out. All right, so back over here. Okay, got a little bit of a defense with Macedon. If I was Kush, I would just send troops down this way, hit these guys in the rear, wait on the defense here. But it seems they're not going to do that. I would have definitely have pushed over here. Yeah, why is Kush even over here? I mean, save this for later. I tend to like to support allies and make sure we attack the same layer at the same time. So in this situation, I would have peeled the troops this way, hit these troops on the flank, helped Arverni break through, help Arverni break through the Carthaginians over here, just hit them on the rear, and you'll kill so many troops, and you'll save so many lives of your own army and your allies' army. Okay, now we got some Thoric pikemen. My question for Macedon is, why did they have their general already defending a front line? I mean, it seemed kind of silly to kind of do that when you still have infantry reserve. Usually you want to send up your general, especially if it's an infantry general, when you've got no more reserves and you've got to commit them to the fight. But he's got some pikes now closing in, and they are doing some good damage against the Arverni. Back this way. This is a little bit of a concern, though. Both units are breaking, and if they break through here, the flank is completely open. It's tough. It's tough to hold these... Oh, Carthaginian general's over here. He is trying to help this stand. Trying to fight back the Royal Peltis. Balance of power is still looking good, though. The balance of power is looking quite even. So this is still anyone's game. I'm a little concerned about what happens after this, though. And look at Arverni's just making them fall for the trap. He's falling back, so these guys pursue them, and they get even further and further into their own death once the Seleucids end up wrapping around. So very interesting play here. Let's see what happens. Okay, good. They're peeling a unit here. Very good. So they're not leaving it completely undefended. So they are sending something. And I don't know why the Seleucids took so long. I don't know why they just didn't charge in while Arverni was going ham. But maybe he's letting them rest. That could be a possibility. And here we go. Okay, it seems that Kush has finally pushed troops over to this side of the battle and really focusing on surrounding. Excellent. I mean, again, this is a huge loss for Macedon. What are they doing? Why are they holding this area? This is a perfectly healthy unit, now dead, in such a big open space where they could easily get outflanked. I should have retreated them back towards here. I mean, anywhere to where they can get more kills. I mean, really, these siege battles are battles of attrition, and you've got to use every unit to the best of your ability. You got to use every unit to its fullest? Oh man, words are hard today. Fullest potential. And if you don't do that, then you're just wasting your money on these troops. And Macesali is falling back from the Seleucids. Macesali going in with some cav here and actually pushing back the Seleucids a little bit. I like the aggressive play. Let's see what happens here, though. I think he's getting a little too aggressive, though. Yeah, that had to sting quite a bit. Another volley will be incoming shortly. This is a beautiful map, though. Look at the sun rays going through the trees. Absolutely gorgeous. Gotta say, Rome 2 is a beautiful game with all its issues. Still a beautiful game. So the Arverni setting up their noble horse. We also have Kush setting up their general as well. Things are getting pretty serious here, where generals are now being more committed to the fight. Kush is pretty low on troops, so yeah, this is gonna be quite the battle. I mean, I don't know, guys. I mean, there's still a lot of defenders here. There's some pikemen ready to hold the choke points, and the question is, did the attackers conserve their ammo? Were they conservative? Or did they just exhaust all their ammo at the very beginning of the battle? If they still have ammo, which it looks like they do because their bows are out, then they should very easily soften up the defenses here. Doesn't mean it's going to be an automatic win, but you can definitely sit back and punish the defenders for being a sitting duck here. These troops should stay by the fiery balls of justice to activate them, but it looks like they're not. Archers, very nice. The Macedonians conserve their archers, their skirmishers, to let loose on the already depleted and tired infantry. And here we go. Look at Macesali getting aggressive. Yes, daddy, hitting the rear of the Oathsworn. And they're going to quickly get out of there. Fantastic. That's pro plays right there. That's the kind of aggressiveness all defenders need to be like. Don't sit back and don't let them, don't let them dictate the battle. You get in there and you start smacking them around. Let's go. Once again, breaks another unit. This is huge. Macesali kicking butt right now. See, this is what I was looking for. Peaky toes of Zeus, man. They had a rough battle in the first one, but hey, they are here to party. They are here to turn this one around. Let's see, the balance of power, though, is getting slightly in favor of the attackers. Wow, what is this glow going on? Some fire arrows, I assume. Kush is going to be so tough to stop here. So tough. Oh! Troops getting swung over. Very nice. Very nice. Little stand here by Carthage, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. In fact, they need to send archer support. Oh, at least one unit to help out over here. Oh, okay, they do have one. Okay. Yeah, we got some archers right here. Mercenary Cretan archers opening fire on the reserves, which is good. Trying to soften them up a little bit, giving hope to the defenders. So Carthage doesn't have to kill them up close. All right, Masasili running around. You might want to fall back the general at this point. They've done what they could. Now they are Arverni general getting some revenge here, running down some Carthaginian infantry. Trying to say, hey, take that, Carthage. Take that, defenders. Oh, what's this? Oh, wow. Nubian riders going around the flank. Thing is that if they don't control the gates, which they do not, they're not going to be able to get up through this gate, so that's not going to work out. But yeah, it looks like they've totally captured this area, these Seleucids, and the whole fight is going to be right here. So this is going to be the last stand. Oh no! Why did he not retreat? Why did he not retreat the general? Tragic, tragic right there. Can't afford to lose any more generals, especially since Macedon lost his general. He's trying to get him out of there, but I don't know. Yeah, it's too late. They're routing. It's over from Masasili's general. And that's going to really affect the morale. I get being aggressive, but he should have fallen back when he had the chance there. And Carthage is down to 1 unit over here. Kush just being a thorn in the sides of Carthage. And I don't think there's anything waiting. Masasili needs to start. They need to move a unit over here. This is not good. They need to send another unit in reserve. Get ready to hold. Because look, Kush is already bleeding through. Bleeding through the stand of mercenary noble fighters. Which is a great unit. But they're so heavily outnumbered by an equally deadly unit. But nobody's sending over reinforcements. Masasili, come on, buddy. You got to send something. I say Masasili because Macedon... I don't know. Does Carthage still have his general? Oh, no. The cav is pushed through. Now, oh, no. They're going up there to silence the Kushite royal... I'm sorry. Silence the archers. Jeez. Oh, no. Okay, and this is... The floodgates have opened. Do we have anything holding over here? No. Macedon is trying to shift over some Thorac pikemen. But, nope. It's not going to happen. And Kush is going to be an unstoppable force at this point. They've got 4 healthy units of elite units going straight for the capture point. And that's all they need to do. That's going to make what's going to happen. Now that they lost this position, they're going to have to fall back. This force is going to have to fall back to deal with the enemy capturing their capture point, the main victory point. And look at, I mean, they could have won this battle. The Seleucids have nothing really. They've got archers, but infantry-wise, they've got a couple, not a ton. Arverni's pretty much out of the game. In Kush, I think they still have their archers, but yeah, they still have no, they're out of ammo. The archers are out of ammo, so they could have easily have won that game or won this game. But honestly, guys, I think the cat's out of the bag. I think the cat is out of the bag. Now we got a General Arverni. Really, this is it for Arverni, charging into the rear of these archers. They really should have committed a pikeman unit over here much sooner, because this is the biggest threat on the battlefield right now. While this battle was going on, this was the biggest threat, and instead they focused all of their attention over here. And because of that, I mean, the Seleucids now they're just a distraction. I would retreat everything. I would pull these guys back, get everybody up here, but it's too late now. Now we have Kush pushing in, and they've got plenty of troops. They're capturing this point. And yeah, I think, you know what, guys? The balance of power, I mean, the positioning here, I'm going to call it. I think total winners are going to stay true to their name and take this battle. Now, I do want to give a shout out to the Pinky Toes of Zeus. They put up a much better fight. In this battle compared to the last one. So many props to the Pinky Toes of Zeus. And of course, thank you for participating in this siege tournament. It's, again, all for fun. No, there's no cash prize for winning this. So yeah, I'm sure they learned a lot there. And again, I think they just made a lot of mistakes of leaving very important units' flanks open. I think they should have really committed to this fight over here and contained Kush to this little area, and they could have killed him easily. But there was some gruesome fighting going on in this battle, and it was quite entertaining, very entertaining. I also want to give a shout out to the Pixelated player for getting aggressive with his general. Again, a little too aggressive to where he lost him in the outer, part of the settlement, but he killed 2 weak Arverni units, which that's huge. That's huge. So yeah, a costly victory for Total Winners. Total Winners will now be moving on to the championship, where they will face the Hungry Wolves. What a matchup. Now, I wanted to say this now because, and don't click away, guys. I got some important news I want to tell you. I will be streaming the finale. So if you're one of the players that are in the championship watching this right now, get in contact with me in terms of scheduling. I would love to stream the finale live on my channel. We could do it one Saturday. We could do all the battles. I know it's going to take a little while. It's going to be a long stream, but most streams are. It shouldn't take any more than more than 4 hours. I think that would be really fun. If we can't get all the battles done, then I could just stream again. But hopefully we do get it all done, and that way it's all in one video. But let's end this replay. Again, guys, I am going to stream the finale, which I think is going to be really fun. That way you can see it live, and you'll know the winner live. Here are the end results. We have Total Winners, Kush, again, getting the most kills. Whenever you see Kush on the battlefield, this is a faction you need to focus down. Also, the Seleucids did a great job. Arverni still did great, but with the least amount of kills. Over here, again, Pixelated, well done there, getting the most kills on his team. But Mastodon was close behind. I mean, these are not bad kills, just not good enough. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up here for this battle, guys. Again, the championship is coming up soon. It probably won't be this weekend, but next weekend. So there's going to be a little bit of time before we stream it. A little bit of a build up, a little bit of a excitement to see who's going to win. And congratulations to everyone who participated in this tournament. And of course, congratulations to Total Winners and Hungry Wolves. And again, guys, not many might know about my mini Siege tournament I held. It was kind of like a test tournament. The Hungry Wolves actually won that tournament. So in a way, they are defending their title. But let's see if Total Winners could be the new champions. We'll find out soon enough. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time on the battlefield.